Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we're going to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach where we learned this truth from. And may peace, mercy, and blessings be upon the hopeful elect that believe in this truth and sincerity. We're the brothers from the GMS Cleveland branch coming back through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. Just want to speak on watching out, and being aware, of the strange woman. As the scriptures refer to the strange woman and also refer to the elect as virgins. Okay. Matter of fact, can you read that real quick in Revelation 14?
Yeah.
Get right to the point, like verse 3.
Okay. Revelation chapter 14, verse 3. And it reads, "And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song, but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth."
God, that new song, is going into the doctrine that is being preached now, which has been being preached for the past, roughly 50 years. It said new because it's refreshed. It was a point in time where this wasn't known throughout the earth. But it also was a point in time where it was known throughout the earth. So now it has been brought back into the forefront, and it's being sung by the 144,000, which that's the teachers, because they're the only ones that's gonna be able to truly teach the right doctrine the right way.
That's right. Those be the only ones to teach the doctrine the right way, and to warn about prophecy, and to rebuke the people.
Yeah, because that's all a part of the song. Every song carries a message, Even with the bullshit that these niggas make nowadays, it still push out a vibration, the message. So the message and vibration that we pushing out, is what it say the song of the Lamb,
In Revelation 15, chapter.
Which that's basically everything Yahweh shall stand for. Him being our atonement, the advocate. He'll come back to deliver us and also to destroy wickedness and establish his kingdom. This all is a part of the song and the message.
Verse 4, Revelation 14th chapter, verse 4. "These are they which were not these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb."
Yep, and it said these are they which were not defiled with women. Now that woman, going back to the topic at hand, it's metaphorically speaking doctrines outside of the doctrine of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. These different doctrines of death, if you will, these different philosophies and ideologies, whether it be, running up a bag, trying to become a basketball player, a football player, trusting in a dollar, have your head up your woman ass. These is all different doctrines, but they liken unto women because a woman is very enticing and seducing. As we gonna get into, if a brother could go to Proverbs 7.
I'll grab it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse. We'll start at verse.
You can start at the top.
Start at verse 1. It says, "My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye."
And when something is the apple of your eye, I mean it is very precious, and you're not gonna allow it to be tainted or to be tampered with. You're gonna protect it, and that's how you want to be with the scriptures. You want to be locked in and focused on it to the point where it's always on your mind.
"Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart."
Which is metaphorically speaking of having it inside of you.
Right.
You want to have the vibration of the scriptures, the vibration of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua inside of you, on your mind, because the heart is the Hebrew word la, which is talk about your mind.
It says, "Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman."
Which that's that love, and the women in your family, as Jake men, as Israelite men, you most likely want to protect them, and you want to have them dear unto you, which that's how it is. That's how it was in the ancient world, you know. Especially if your sister, prior to her getting a husband, okay, she would need that protection, you know. So that's how we want to be with the scriptures. We want to have it dear and close unto us, but it's a reason for it. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 5, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
You see, and that's what it's talk about when you read Revelation 14 when it says they were not defiled with women. It's talk about the different doctrines, okay? Because a strange woman, on a physical sense, literal, it would be the heathen woman, okay? What makes them strange? The fact that they call on other gods, and they keep the practices and ways of these other gods, which these all idols, you know, false gods. But these different ways promote death in the end, you know, and that's why the doctrines is likened unto strange women, because it results in death. But it'll come off enticing and seducing. It said the stranger which flattereth with her words. You know, they say, do as thou wilt, you know. What they say, the land of the free, home of the brave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is them flattering with this is the strange woman. Okay, America's doctrine flattering with her words.
Right. In which I was going to also add too, in the verse 4, it compares wisdom into women. You know, like a sister or a kinswoman. And a sister or a kinswoman, those are nurturers. You know, and that ultimately they're servants, and they serve for you. And that's what wisdom does. You know, a woman, what does she do? She cooks for you. She cleans for you. She makes sure the house is in order for you. You know, she's there to take unnecessary burdens off you. You know, any outside thing to comfort you, and that's what this wisdom does. It comforts you, man. You know, it nurtures you, and it ultimately keeps you from that strange woman. You know, because ultimately these other doctrines, all it is to defile you, man.
Can I get this in the NIV? It says, Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 4, it says, say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words, right? And its truth keeps you on a narrow path, and everything else in this world, all of the rest of these, all of these idols, you know, and anything that's not wisdom, you know, it's like an adulterous woman, you know. It's like and they have seductive words that they tell you was not the truth, because we tell you that this is the 100% truth. So, you know, whatever else is outside of this truth, you know, is like seductive words, and it's philosophy.
Yeah, it's taboo. You know what I'm saying? That's like with these other doctrines, you got to say a little bit of truth in order to tell a lie.
That's right.
You know, in order to make that lie seem juicy, seductive, and pleasing, and you know, pleasing to the flesh, you got to put a little truth in there. All right, that's just like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Adulterous woman. She gonna have to. So like, I lost the point that I made, but the point being is, with these other that's why Revelation the 17th chapter, it compares America to a woman.
Right.
And it talks about her fornication that she committed with the rest of these other nations, man, with the beast.
Matter of fact, you got some more that you was reading?
Oh no, that's it on that.
You could go back to the KDV.
In Proverbs 7.
Yeah,
Verse 6.
Oh yeah.
All right, verse 6, it says, for at the window of my house I looked through the casement, and beheld among the simple ones I discern among the youths a young man void of understanding.
Yeah, and this is basically, okay, from the third person point of view. Okay, what's being told is you're gonna continue to read. It's a man without understanding, and he gonna end up being ensnared by the strange women, okay, the different philosophies, because that's what it is. Prior to you knowing about the Lord, you become ensnared with these different ways of death, not ways of life, but ways of death. Why? Because we don't understand what they lead to. So we are enticed by it, or we were enticed by it.
It's like you just made me remember what I was gonna say earlier. That's just like a physical woman that got a man. She gonna try to talk you and seduce you into basically believing that either it's okay or it's complicated or we're not really talking or she's going to try to get you to conform to her ways. And that's what these doctrines do. These other doctrines do. They try to. That's why the scriptures say that none shall want her mate. These other different books, different doctrines, different philosophies, they basically try to take different references from the Bible and say, yes, this was true and this event did take place, right? Take a little truth just to tell a lie. But then they'll take reference to Bible, but then say, well, the Bible contradicts itself on this, and this is why. But here it is, you taking different references from the Bible, man. So even these doctrines do that. What physical women do, as far as with the flattering of the lips and, with the deceitment of the tongue, that's what these different doctrines do. It's the same type of spirit, man.
Because that's what women do. They'd listen to you talk for an hour, and then they'd pick what they want to apply to they doctrines out of everything that you said. And like you said, that's what these different ideologies out here do. They take certain parts of the scriptures and use it to deceive ultimately. Because I got the word seducing in a etymology, because seductive, because Jake may mention the word seductive. It says tending to lead aside or astray, alluring, enticing. It says to lead away, lead aside, or astray.
And that's what made the sons of God fall, man. Dealing with those different heathenistic women, but not just dealing with them, or it was actually following in their ways and in their customs, falling in love with these heathen women and actually going after their gods and their ways and stuff like that, man. And now next thing you know, you teaching your children their customs.
I got a precept. Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse I'll start at verse 1. Verse 1, it says, "Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself." Right, so once again, you can acquaint this to wisdom, but you can also apply this to a woman. Verse 2, it says, "Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon."
Well, this is speaking about an actual physical woman.
Okay.
This is how you actually deal with physical women. When you actually dealing with a woman, this is the way you're supposed to deal with her, because we know that when you're dealing with women, especially Israelite women, that they're real sneaky, conniving, and deceiving. Here it is, Adam. All right, he had Eve, but Eve was the first to go off. Eve seduced Adam to go off. And what did Eve seduce Adam with? She seduced him with a doctrine. It was a doctrine that made both of them go off. And once Eve got with the breakdown of that doctrine or philosophy, she passed it on to Adam. And once they indulged in it, that's when they start to learn wickedness. But it all came through the woman. It say through the woman, basically through her we all die.
Perfect. Through the woman came the beginning of sin. Through her we all die.
I got a precept.
That's why it said, "Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance." Like you said, it's talking about literal women, but of course the scriptures got a spiritual perspective. But dealing with literal women, you don't let women have control of your life. That's where you get the word "sent" from. That's when you were sent. When you let women dictate what you do, whether or not you gonna be around brothers, how long you can be around brothers, and shit like that. Or just anything,
right?
That's why you don't let them have control over it, because it'll lead you astray. Like it tell you in Proverbs 31, "Give not thy strength to."
I got that.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 2. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy waves to that which destroyeth kings. Right, so, this was his mother, she was telling her son to, not give his strength unto women, because we can't underestimate women. Like Jeremiah, the 31st chapter, verse 22, the scriptures say that, and that the Lord had created a new thing, that a woman shall surpass a man. So we don't underestimate women. Shit, Kamala Harris might be the fucking, So it's just like, but this ain't our kingdom. But anyway,
yeah, because like you said, don't underestimate them, because that'll cause them to get the advantage over you.
Right.
And once they get the advantage over you, they start to destroy you. And next thing you know, they've got their foot on your substance. Like I say, they controlling everything, and that's what causes you to fall.
Right, and you underestimating her. You trusting her with information, thinking, oh, she wouldn't tell nobody, or you know what I'm saying. Or you basically putting too much trust in this woman, man. You know what I'm saying, or just not being aware. Not paying attention, not being circumspect around her, allowing her to do whatever the fuck she want to do around you.
Right.
Not holding down, you know what I'm saying, setting boundaries and setting down the law, putting your foot down.
Right.
That's why I say in that verse, what you just read, Sirach 9:1, to teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Right? Because if you sit up here pillow talking, you letting her know all this different information about you. And then not only that, but you showing your hand. You letting her know what your right hand do and what your left hand do. Now she know everything about you. She see your whole hand, your whole breakdown.
Yeah, she got liberty. It's liberty. That's why the scriptures say, give not a wicked woman liberty to get abroad.
Right, you giving her freedom to do this and do that and this, that, and the third. So now you basically giving her leverage to overcome you.
Yeah.
You giving her ammo against you, man. And basically you teaching her to do evil against you, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You giving her reason to scorn you, reason to scoff you. You giving her reason to trample over you and upbraid you. You keep going on that Sirach 9. Or no, actually go back in that
Proverbs 31?
Yeah. That Proverbs 7.
Oh, I had another precept though.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
This is because you had mentioned a point. This is the book of 2 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse.
And that's what these other doctrines do. Once you become vulnerable into it, once you become indulgent, and you studied and you took it so much influence of it,
right,
to the point that now you're alert within it, and now you're indulged in it.
Yeah.
Then it starts to. Now you start to see the ugliness of the different. That's why with these other different Israelite camps, certain people is leaving now. They see the wickedness within. They see ain't no order. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no type of righteousness. What the men are doing in the congregation, it don't align with the scriptures. Not just these men in these offshoot Israelite camps, but men in other doctrines, Islam, especially Christianity. People's definitely leaving that people's definitely finding that out and leaving a Christian church, man.
Because the scriptures tell you how a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And a shameless woman can be likened to a woman that's a harlot. And a dog, as is known today, is a bitch. A female dog is a bitch, which ultimately you got no respect for a woman that's just out here hoeing. And that's what people are starting to come to the realization. It's really no reverence due to these different ideologies, Christianity, Islam, these other camps. There's really no respect due to them. That's why people are coming from out of there.
Yeah. This is because 1 Timothy chapter 2 in verse 13. It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived.
So start at verse 12.
12. It says, but I suffered not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
So that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what keeps you. That's what keeps you focused. Not allowing a woman to have any type of authority over you, which that's how it's supposed to be. Of course, this is speaking in context, teaching amongst the church, but in life in general, women not supposed to usurp authority over the man. But yet, this society has it so. You got women, they be your manager, supervisor, they be the bosses. Like you just making mention of, fuck around, be the president.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's gonna cause everything to always fucking go downhill. It said through her came sin, and through her we all die. The fact that they talk about letting a woman in office shows you that America is about to die.
That's right. And that's why the Lord, once again, going back to Revelation 17, that's why the Lord compared this place, America, into a woman. You know? And not just a woman, but a harlot.
You got it.
All right. It says, verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Right, so, that's how sin made its way into the world, basically, was when, Eve was deceived by the serpent, and now that's stained the earth. We got this devil in power, but it's all through the spirit, because the scriptures say, you're gonna have knowledge of no good and evil, but now we got a taste of what that adulterous woman is like, the philosophy, because we done came up out the world, so we got a taste of what that wicked woman is like, but now we trying to get right with the Lord, and we trying to get right with the kinswoman,
Right.
we get right with wisdom, get right with the scriptures.
Because even us, like even the nation of Israel, we was likened into a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But once we left off from the doctrine that the Lord gave us, Sophia, wisdom and knowledge, the Lord called us harlots.
Right.
And the Lord called us, after the named us after the heathens.
Yeah.
Why? Because we was going after different doctrines,
Right.
different customs,
Right.
different philosophies. We
Yeah.
was worshiping we was going after different lovers, man.
All right. Well, shit. You got another one?
Keep going on there.
All right, come. It
Oh,
says.
no, you pretty much read it, Slocky.
Go back to Proverbs 7.
All right, come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter
7.
7 and verse.
Read verse 7 again.
Okay, cool.
6.
I'll read verse 7.
7. It says, and beheld among the simple. It says, and beheld among the simple ones, I discern among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house, and in the twilight and the evening, in the black and dark night.
Yeah. Keep going.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart.
And that's exactly the predicament that we all fell into. We was all simple. Okay, we was all men void of understanding. Void meaning without. We was all without understanding. And guess what? We came nigh unto a harlot, okay, which is what? America, okay, in its ways. It said in the twilight, which the twilight is once the sun goes down, okay, and our sun went down, okay, we didn't have the Holy Spirit dealing with us, okay. It said in the evening, in the black and dark night, and that's the time period we living in. The dark night also represents the height of wickedness. This is a wicked ass time. And it said what? And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and subtle of heart. Subtlety goes back to being crafty, cunning, sly. Being under the web, knowing how to maneuver and get people caught up. Okay, and that's what America does. It knows how to get people caught up with its ways, and then you don't know that it's death until it's too late.
That's right.
You keep going.
It says verse 8,
Verse 11.
verse 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
And that's going once again because America is like to Harlem. And that's America. It's loud and stubborn. Its ways is loud and stubborn. And her feet abide not in her house. You got all the way in China. Okay, best believe is women over there practicing feminism, which started in America. Okay, and all the way over in those different countries, the ways of America has touched over there because her feet abide not in her house.
That's right. And on the flip side too, that's like our nation of women, man.
God.
Like just to bring out the physical side of it as well. Like these are the type of women of our nation that be backdooring niggas, and niggas end up dead because he done went into this shorty house thinking he was gonna get a retwist. Or he done went into this shorty house thinking he was gonna get some box, harmless. Oh, nah, I ain't got no man. I could do this, that, and the third. We could chill, get some drinks, and do that. You know what I'm saying? The whole time she got it in her mind to set you up because she involved with this because she's a loud and stubborn woman, man, and she's a woman that keepeth not at home. Here it is. She was clothed in a harlot attire, subtil and heart. This bitch was just out here, you know what I'm saying, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black of the night.
And that's when the spirits is most active.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough the spirits is active, but on top of that, like you said, she got her cleavage out,
Right.
She got the short skirt on, she got the makeup on, and all of that is seducing to somebody void to understand. That somebody that don't understand, all of that is set up to deceive you.
That's right. And the point I was just making that majority it be mainly our women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for our women like you watch out for false doctrines, man.
Yeah.
Cause like you were saying off camera, they got ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
America, the different doctrines of the world has ulterior motives, just like the fucking nigga women. And they might come off seducing and using the soft voice, rubbing and caress you, but the whole time they trying to set you up.
Yeah.
Right. And Keisha learned that shit from Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the covenant and pact that they made. Like, cause that's Esau. Though he his words are smooth as butter, but his sword is drawn. You know what I'm saying? And that they've gone in the way of Cain. So hey, Esau, he does these things on a large scale spiritually to destroy our people, and then 2/3 of our people do it on a small scale physically.
You could jump down to 21.
Verse 21.
And we're gonna close it.
With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield.
And to yield means to submit ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a physical woman or it could also be a doctrine, but either way it goes, it's gonna come off nice. It's gonna come off friendly, and that'll cause you to submit.
Right, because words initiate feelings and emotions and things of that nature. If I could make you feel good with my words, then I could drop your guard. And Eve know that. And on the higher level, spirits know that. That's why these spirits use women, mainly Eve, our women, as vessels to destroy young men of our nation. Not just any man, because these older niggas, they be pretty much hip. That's why the Eve don't be trying that shit with these older niggas. They go to these young niggas and try that shit. But just the point being made, once again, our women have reached a level of wickedness to the point where they're being likened unto false doctrines, man. That's why the Lord had to use this similitude like this. This is the perfect similitude to compare false doctrine to a wicked, adulterous woman.
Verse 21. Verse 22.
No, you gotta finish out 21.
Okay, verse 21. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
Yep. And when you go into word of force, it's gonna say to impel, you know, and to matter of fact, I'm gonna go into it real quick, cause it said with her,
Most fair speech.
it said with the flattering of her lips. Okay, like you said, they tell you what you want to hear, you know, and that's the main thing that Esau like to do. Like you said, Keisha learned the shit from Esau. He'll tell you what you want to hear. Okay, it said if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. At the end, he will declare his wickedness. Roughly paraphrasing. That's how the nigga woman is. The strange woman, because our women have became strange, following following the fucking self-proclaimed white man. They tell you what you want to hear, but the whole time, and they might even do something to make you feel good, but the whole time, it's just once again to set you up. With the word force, it said H5080. The Hebrew word is nadak. Nadak, it says to impel. Okay, and when you look up the word impel, this is a quick Google definition. It says to drive, force, or urge someone to do something. So the first speech and flattering with the tongue is to cause you to go off. You know, cause you to trust in death. Even though it don't come off like death. It's a quote. They say the way to heaven feels like hell, and the way to hell feels like heaven. Whole time you on your way to hell, but it feel like heaven. Okay, hell, we know, is likened unto the grave. Okay, death, but it feel good.
Right, just like the serpent told Eve, you should not surely die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which meaning like you ain't gonna die right there on the spot, but yes, there is gonna be a fucking boundary to your lifespan. You know, it is gonna be a detrimental fall for the state of your people, man. All right, but Satan didn't blatantly come out and say that, which is a deception. And Eve, once again, learned that from her daddy Esau, Brad, man. Because they made that pact way in the garden.
2 more verses.
Verse 22. He goeth after her straightway.
Yeah, straightway, meaning immediately, because he was enticed. He seen her looking good. It was in the midst of the night. He probably had some yayan in him. You know, he wanted to end off his night right. Okay, but that wasn't the way to go about it, you know. Go ahead.
As an ox goeth to the slaughter.
Whole time you going to the slaughter, you know. And the ox, that's a mighty animal. So, and it's actually gonna say later on in the chapter how many strong men have been slain by her, because it's a lot of mighty men that have fell victim to the strange woman, to the doctrines of death, and also to the nigger women and shit, the Latino women too, and the Native American women. It's a lot of mighty men that have fell victim to them, all because they were seduced.
Yep, and 9 times out of 10, it's because they seduce them with the things of the flesh, man.
God.
You know, here the goodly things.
Mm-hmm.
And well, for a physical woman, it's the breasts, all right, the box, the assets, the pretty face, and then the speech. You know, the speech that gives you hope that you could get this box, and that you could get this shit. You know what I'm saying? And on the doctrines, it's the goodly thing. Hey, you can finesse the system and get that money and this, that, and the third. But you guess what? You can still believe in the Lord and all these good things that happen for you, right? Or what the Muslim niggas is, yeah, you can still be in the streets. You can still do this, that, and the third in the streets. And then God will be with you. And you can still go to war and carry your heat. But you got to come to the mosque and do this, that, and the third. You know, with Christianity is you can still be a nigga and this, that, and the third, but still come to church and pay your alms and this, that, and the, everything is a gimmick, man. You know? And with these bitches, it's the same thing. It's a gimmick.
God. You got it. You breeze through.
Verse 23.
You got to finish off.
Verse 22. He goeth as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool.
Bring it back.
Or verse 22 from the start. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 22. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. Right, because it's like, you know, it make you feel bad, you know. You know, you just in a low, you know, you on a low level. You know, when we was dealing with these things, the philosophy is where we was on a low level, so we ain't had no covering. But we got Yahweh Shemel Shah, you know, now, you know. But it says
An ox is a stubborn animal.
yeah,
Right? And we just read how it say that how she is loud and stubborn. You know what I'm saying? So this is the point, man. The point is that this bitch is so seductive, this doctrine is so seductive that you're going to be ignorantly and just blatantly following after it, man. You know, and it's just based off of allure. When you're in the state of allure, logic and common sense goes out the window, because all you was fixated with is how this is making you feel.
Yeah. Getting your rocks off.
Exactly.
They say thou that are given to pleasures. America is based off of getting your rocks off.
Exactly.
That's all America fucking promotes.
And prosperity is basically allowing you niggas to get your rocks off. Oh, you gonna prosper in this. False hope. Every doctrine involves false hope. You know, in order for you to feel like you're gonna be able to succeed and be made equal. Because Esau understands that Jake just want to be made equal. He just want a piece of the pie, man. You know? And if I could keep putting you in hope of that, then I got your ass in the trick bag forever.
And we can close with 23.
All right, verse 23. Till I dart to the dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
So Esau, like you said, Esau will put you in hope. The nigga woman will put you in hope. Selena, okay, the Latina woman will put you in hope. These different strange women, whether it's a doctrine or a physical woman, to put your ass in hope until a dart strike through your liver. Okay, you're not gonna survive that. Okay, that's gonna be unto death. Okay, it says as a bird hasteth to the snare and knoweth not that it is for his life. Okay, and with any animal, when they get caught up in that trap, they don't know it's a trap, or else they wouldn't have got caught up in it.
And the thing about animals is they don't have logic. They don't think. They don't have wisdom.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the thing, in order to avoid these different doctrines and strange women, okay, physical and spiritually, you have to have wisdom. And you have to have understanding, man. That's how you escape her. Actually, I got a precept we can close on. This is Proverbs chapter 13. And I'm gonna start at verse 13. It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
If I could add real quick, when we go into the word rewarded, the Hebrew word is gonna say shalom. I mean what? Peace. So if you can you read it again one more time?
Yep, Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
You are, because if you despising the word, that means you must be showing reverence to something else, which will be what? The strange woman.
It says, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Yeah, but if you fearing the word, okay, if you having reverence to the word, okay, to wisdom, your kinswoman, your sister, then you're gonna be rewarded. You'll be rewarded with what? Peace, you know. And there is no death in peace.
That's right. It said, verse 14, the law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Exactly, man. Right. So, as long as you continuing to make wisdom your kinswoman, your wife, and be highly acquainted with this wisdom and knowledge, to receive it with understanding and truth and sincerity, then you're going to always have an avenue to depart from those traps, right? Whether it be a physical woman or whether it be Satan trying to throw different doctrines or avenues at you, man. You know, whether it's some bugged out nigga trying to come up to you, you could cut his ass with the scriptures, you know, or you could be strong enough mentally and spiritually not to fall victim to whatever madness he got going on or she got going on, you know.
So, Lord willing, we hope prayer is edifying through the Spirit. Close, we're going to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach where we learned this truth from. And may peace, mercy, and blessings be upon the hopeful elect that believe in this truth and sincerity. Till next time we say, Kwame Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.